converter. So this problem what we will be doing now is actually a 12 mark question. Okay, what is that question they might ask you is design a sequential circuit for BCD to XS3 code. BCD to XS3 code. Okay, this is the question. We are not designing a combinational circuit. We are designing a sequential circuit for BCD to XS3. Normally they will ask you for BCD to XS3. XS3 to BCD they don't ask you because we need a subtraction process which is very difficult in sequential circuit to do that. But anyway, we can do it, but it becomes a complicated task. So for your level, I think giving XS3 to BCD is quite a difficult task, and 12 marks would not be sufficient for that. Okay, now let us come back to the discussion of BCD to XS3. So we all know BCD to XS3 means, what is BCD to XS3? Now think, if I have given you a code 0010 is BCD, what would be the XS3 code for this? Please tell me, what is 0010 XS3 code?
Sir, 0101.
0101.
Yeah, you are just adding 3 now. So this is 2, if you add with 3 it is 5, therefore 0101. Anyway, so we know that XS3 code is adding a BCD input with 3. Therefore let me assume a BCD input is any value, so that 4 bit would be 4 don't cares, for example. See, this don't cares can take any values, right, for BCD between zeros and ones. It can either have 0 or it can have 1. And meanwhile I am going to add this bit sequence which is BCD input with 3 always, with 3. Now I will be writing a Mealy model. Normally we will go with Mealy model only, not with Moore model for code converters. So I will go with Mealy model for writing the Mealy model for BCD to XS3. Okay. Okay. Please listen carefully. Okay. Please listen carefully whatever I am explaining. Okay. Let me initially take a state A. Okay, initially I have a state A. Okay, now in state A we'll have 2 states that come across. Okay, now what we are trying to write the diagram here is, we will try to take the input, and if that input is added to this one, what would be the case? Okay, so therefore when input is, for example, if this is what we are writing, okay, this input with this input. So if input is 0, what would be the output? If input is 0, what would be the output? If input is 1, what would be the output? Now if this x is 0 added with 1, the output will be 1. See, I am worried about these 2 bits. If input is 0 and that 0 is added with 1, the output will be 1. If input is 1 and added with 1, the output will be 0, but in the next state we see so in the next state, let me see, this is B and this is C. We got this state with no carry and this state we got with carry. The reason is when I added 0 with 1, I got 1 where sum is 1 and carry is 0. When I have added 1 with 1, I got sum is 0 and carry is 1. Carry is 1. Therefore, I will say the state B which I have got is because of no carry. Okay, at state B we saw the condition no carry. At state C we saw the condition which is with carry. Okay. Now what I do? I will go to the next state. For B we will have two states, and for C we will again have two states. Okay. So here now at B what I will do is I will have the previous carry that I had at B would be 0, no carry, right? So 0. The input which I will be adding for 0 is next 1, right? Next bit is 1, whereas the third bit here would be don't care. Don't care in the sense I can take two inputs here, either the input can be 1 or it can be 0. Okay, so therefore I will have don't care here. Now coming to this, the carry which I got from A to C is 1. The next bit which I am going to add that with is 1, and the input is x. Why x is, this is x. Okay, so after adding this x and 1, we saw that we will be adding this 1 with this x and with the carry, right? So that is what I have written here, which is 0, 1, x, 1, 1, x. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I'm sorry, can you explain from beginning, sir, from A?
Yeah,
I'm
please
really-
please listen properly, because it is a very big explanation. If you ask me to repeat once again, it takes a lot of time. Okay.
Yes, sir, sorry, sir, I just got confused.
Yeah. From state A, okay, let me explain once again. So we know that the BCD input can be any values between 0, 0, 0 till 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, sorry, not 1, 1, 1, 1, it can be 1, 0, 0, 1, because BCD is from 0 to 9. BCD range is from 0 to 9. Therefore, this value whatever I have 0 to 9, I will consider that as xxxx. I will consider that as xxxx. That x can take either 0 or 1. Whereas always that BCD value will be added to 3 always. That is what BCD to XS3, right? It will be always added with 3. So therefore, initial state A is what state A means. I will always begin with a single state A. Then I will see what would be the next state that I arrive based on the inputs that I receive, and also based on the additions that we do. Okay. Now at state A, you see x comma 1 is what at state A we normally write. Okay, at state A we will see x comma 0, and this state is normally called as reset input state. Okay, we normally call this state as reset input state. Okay, now when I have an input 0, when 0 is added with 1, okay, this x comma 1 whatever I have written, no, it can take value 0 comma 1 and 1 comma 1. Why x comma 1? This first stage which I have written here. Okay, so now when x is 0, that means input x is 0, the output would be now equal to 1, because 0 plus 1 is 1. See, BCD to XS3 means you add this with this, right? So that is why I am adding here. So 0 plus 1 is output is 1, whereas when x is 1, 1 plus 1, the output would be 0. Okay, so therefore you go to state B when input is 0, and you write no carry, because addition of 0 to 1 did not generate any carry. So I will write that as no carry. When input is 1 and the particular addition that you are doing with 1 will generate output 0, but it will generate a carry. Therefore, I will put C for generating a carry. Therefore, B would be the state where no carry, where C would be the state with carry. Okay. Now, to go to the next state, I will be writing these three conditions now. Now, I got a carry here. With these two additions, I got a carry here. Now, I will take addition of these three. Okay. So, here when I came to B, I saw no carry. Therefore, I will put 0. Whereas the next bit which I am adding here would be 1. Therefore, I will take 1. And that will be added with the input X. So, I will write X here. Okay. Similarly, here the previous carry was 1. The next bit which I had will be 1. And the input X, what I take. Now, we write the output here now. When 0 is there, when 0 is the input, when X is 0, add all three, I will get 0 plus 1 plus 0, which is 1 is the output. When X is 1, when input is 1, the output would be what? 0 plus 1 plus 1. The output would be 0. Okay. The output would be 0. Therefore, if I write the next state here, this would be the state where no carry, and this would be the state where carry is there. Similarly, here at this state, if input is 0, 1 plus 0 plus 1 plus 1 plus 0. So, therefore, if input is 0, the output would be, if input is 0, the output would be 1 plus 1 plus 0, the output would be 0. Whereas when input is 1, 1 plus 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1 plus 1, the input is 1, output is also 1. Full adder, we all know that when in full adder, when all three ones are there, you get sum also 1, carry also 1. When 1 plus 1 plus 0, you get sum 0, carry 1. Therefore, both the states, you see, carry comes into picture. Both the states, carry comes into picture. Now, to name this, now this, if we take D, see here, this is D, right? Now, you go back from bottom to top, inputs, only you see the inputs. 0, 0 is D. So, therefore, if I take D is 0, 0, E, F, G should be what? E should be 0, 1, F should be 1, 0, G should be 1, 1, right? Therefore, 0, 0, you take from bottom to top, input, only see input. 0, 0 is D, 1, 0, see 1 and 0, inputs. 1, 0 is F, 0, 1, see only the inputs going back to each states. So, 0, 1, 0, 1 is E, whereas here it is 1, 1, okay, from this to this, 1, 1, which is G, okay, it is D, F, E, G is what the state which I have written. So, you should only look into 0, 0, which is D, 0, 1 is E, 1, 0 is F, 1, 1 is G. Fine. So, now it is not yet finished. So, next state we should go, which is 0x now, along with this carry. Okay. So, therefore, I will go to next two states here. Okay. Now, here I will write the values now. So, initial carry is 0. So, 0, comma, initial carry is 0. Therefore, 0, comma, the bit which now I will be adding is 0 and then X. Okay. For this D, no carry, right? Therefore, no carry 0, and the bit which I will be adding now is 0. Therefore, 0, and input is X. Okay, similarly here the initial carry is 1 and no carry is means initial carry is 1 adding with 0 and then the input x. So here again initial carry is 1 adding with 0 and then input is x. Initial carry is 1 adding with 0 and the input is x. So let us see now what states we get. So here I get one state, here I get another, this one and this one, this one, this and this. Okay, now if input is 0, if input is 0, 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 0, therefore it is 0 comma 0, therefore this would be no carry condition what we get. Similarly, if input is 1 comma 1, because if input is 1, 0 plus 0 plus 1 is 1, therefore 1 comma 1, therefore this is again no carry. This is again no carry condition. Now coming to this 1 comma 0 comma x, if input is 0, the output is 1 because 1 plus 0 plus 0 is 1, again this is no carry. Now if the input is 1 here, the output would be 1 plus 0 plus 1, so the output would be 0 where the carry will come here, right? 1 plus 0 plus 1, so 1 plus 1 is 0 is the output, whereas 1 will be the carry, therefore carry comes here. Coming to this 1, if the input is 0, the output would be 1 plus 0 plus 0 is 1, so therefore this is no carry. Similarly, if the input is 1, 1 plus 0 plus 1, 1 plus 1 is 0, so if the input is 1, the output is 0 and you get carry here. Similarly here 1 plus 0 plus 0, so if the input is 0, output is 1, so no carry, whereas if the input is 1, I will get output 0 and you get a carry. Okay, so therefore this would be the condition what we got. Now at this state, this would be a T0 state, this would be a T1 state, this would be a T2 state, and this would be a T3 state. Okay, so state means each state will see how the state diagram will go on. Okay, we will not have T4 state. The reason is this would be the last bit you add up with the carry. Okay, this would be the last bit that you add with the carry, and that would be the last state. Therefore in this state we get 2 again, these 2. Anyway, I'll name the states there by going from bottom to top. Okay, now go from bottom 0 0 0. So let me take, see, E F D E F G, that is what you had. So A B C D E F G, let me say this is H for example. So if 0 0 0 is H, then I would be 0 0 1, J would be 0 1 0. So that is how you continue. Okay, so therefore if 0 0 0 is H, 0 0 1, so you should search for 0 0 1. So this is 0 1 1, it can't be. So 0 0, here it is 0 0 1. See, this is input 0, previous state input is 0, previous state input is 1, therefore this becomes I. J would be 0 1 0. So where do you get 0 1 0? 0, this input is 0, previous input is 1, the previous input is 0, therefore this would be J. Then K is 0 1 1. So again 0 So 0, and where else you have 0? You should see, yeah, 0. So 0, 1, 1. This would be K. L, where is L? L is what? 4, 1, 0, 0. So 1, 0, 0, which is L. M, next is M. M is 1, 0, 1. Where is 1, 0, 1? 1, 1, 0. No, 1, 0, 1. See, this is 1. Go back to pre-state 0. Go back to pre-state 1. So therefore, this is M. Next state is N, which is 1, 1, 0. So 1, 1, 0 is what? 1, 1, 0. So this would be N. And finally, you are left out with only one state. You can see that you will get 1, 1, 1 is the input. See, 1, 1, 1, which is O. Okay, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O. This is how you name it. Be careful. Okay, so you should be naming the states in this way only, whatever I have done. So next state here, what will I write here now? The previous carry is 0. So the previous carry is 0 because it is no carry. Adding with 0 and then x. Okay, previous carry is 0, adding with 0 and then x. Here also it is 0, 0, x. Here also it is 0, 0, x, whereas carry is there. Therefore, here it is, for this it is 1, let me write it in short. So this is 0, 0, x. So this is 1, 0, x, because it is carry is there. This is again 0, 0, x. This is 1, 0, x, 0, 0, x. This is again 1, 0, x, because carry, wherever carry is there, you take that as 1. Wherever without carry it is there, it is 0. Therefore, x will take 0 or 1 now. So if the input is 0, the output is 0, because 0 plus 0 plus 0, which is 0. If the input is 1, output is 1. Okay, now I need not to write the next state as whether it is no carry or carry. Okay, then at L, if you take 0, 0, x, so you get 0, 0 for this, where input is 1, you get 1. Again here for J, no carry. Okay, so it is 0, 0, 0, again 0, 1, 1. Again here it is 1, 0, 0. Therefore, if it is 0, output is 1. If it is 1, output is 1 plus 1. Okay, so 1 plus 1, the carry comes into picture, and we don't consider those things which you get carry. Okay, so anyway, I will just write that. So 1 plus 1 will give you 0. Then for I, no carry, so 0, 0, 0, 1, 1. Here it is 1, 0, 0. So 0, 1, and this is 1, 0. This is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1. This 1, 0, x is what? 0, 1. 1 plus 1 is 0, therefore 1, 0. So this is the state. Now at the end, after this states whatever we have, at the end you see this goes back to state A. The reason is this is the end state because we don't have any other bits to be added here. Okay, at the end it goes to the state A. So this is the Mealy model for VCD to XS3. Yeah, any doubt, students? Whatever I have wrote. This is not the end. We haven't designed the sequential circuit yet. We have written model. By this model, we will now write a transition table. It's a 12 marks. They've asked in the exam.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, G, how is it 10x, sir?
Which one?
G.
G. Okay. There is a carry, no? See?
And
G.
output is 1, no, sir?
And at G, we will be adding 0 here. See? See, the first one what we had at A, and next one we had at C, and at G we will be adding 0. That is why it is 1 0, and then input will be either 0 or 1. See this?
Okay, sir.
Understood? See, this 0 0 1 1 what we have, this is T naught. Okay, then T1, T2, T3. That is how we try to create. First we will not have carry, but at the next stage you keep on adding carry for every bit. Is that clear, all of you? State diagram? Yeah. Coming to the state table now. Okay, so always the first column will be time, where T0, T1, T2, whatever I have written, that is the time. The next column will be input sequence, received LSB first, as we have taken from bottom to top. That is why I have written this received LSB first, whatever I have written here. Then we go with present state. Then we go with next state, and then we go with present output also. So this is the columns which we normally see. So when we have next state and the output, we will have next state based on two inputs, right? So one is at x equals 0 and at x equals 1 input. Similarly, the output will also be two outputs that we get at x equals 0 and at x equals 1. Okay. Now time T0, what would be the case? So at T0, if you look into the diagram, at T0 it's a reset state which I told you. Therefore, we will say reset. I'll just write it as reset. So present state was A, right? At T0 the present state is, see here, at T0 the present state is A. The next state would be what? B and C. At input 0 it is B, input 1 it is C. So therefore, at input 0 it is B, at input 1 it is C. Similarly, if you see the output for that state B and C, you see that output is 1 for input 0 and output is 0 for input 1. So output is 1 for input 0 and for 1 it is 0. So this is T0. Yes, students, I hope the state diagram is what which you need to understand, because in textbook he has written this table directly. If you are keeping textbook with you, you can see that in the textbook he has written this table directly without writing the state diagram. It's quite impossible. That is the reason I hate this Godse author book. Though it is good for exam, but in many problems he will jump the steps, which you people will never understand how he has written the table until and unless you analyze how to do that. So this diagram what I am showing to you is not mentioned in the answer what he has written in the textbook. So see through that, you people learn this. Okay, anyway, I am recording this video for you so that I can post it into the YouTube. Okay, so now I hope you got at T naught what would be. Now at T1 we can see that the present state is B and C. The present state is B and C. But what would be the input sequence at T1? At T1, if you go, the input sequence at T1 would be 0 and 1. See, at B it is 0, at C it is 1. Therefore, I say input sequence is 0 and 1. Okay, I'll repeat again. At B, when did we arrive B? When the input was 0. At C, when we arrived, when the input was 1. Therefore, that is what I am writing here, 1 and 0. Now, from B at x equals 0, we see that in the diagram it is D, and from B at x equals 1, it is F. Okay, so if you go back to the state diagram and if you see from B, from B it is D when input is 0, and it is F when input is 1. Okay, similarly from C it is E when input is 0, and it is G when input is 1. So that is what I am writing here. When C is there, the next state is E and G. So similarly, if you see the output for here, it is 1 0 here at x equals 0 and x equals 1, and here it is 0 and 1. You can look back in the state diagram and you see that the output will be 0 1 0 and 0 1. Now this is the condition for T1. Now when I go to T2, I should go with T2 means what? T2 is nothing but D, E, F, G. I'll write this D, E, F, G in a normal way, not D, F, E, G. I'll write D, E, F, G in the normal way when I write the table. Based on that, I'll look into the inputs and outputs and all, and also the next state and all. Okay, so I'll say D, E, F, G. Now what is D, E, F, G? How to write the input sequences? Earlier we have seen, right? D, E, F, G is what? 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. Therefore D, E, F, G is 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. Okay, now what would be the next state? Next state at x equals 0, when D is the present state, we see that it is H and L is the next state. See here, if you go back and see the diagram, at D, H and L is the next state. At F, J and N is the next state. At E, I and M is the next state. At G, K and O is the next state. Therefore, that is what I will write here. H and L, I and M for E, and for F it is J and N, and for G it is K and 0. Okay, so similarly, if you see the output according to the in terms of diagram, you see here it is 0 1 and 1 0 and then 1 0 and then 1 0. Now finally the last state is T3. So the last state is T3. So T3, when you go back and look into the diagram, see here T3, I'll H I J K L M N O. I'll write in a normal way only. So I'll write in a normal way only, which is H I J K L M N O. I'll write in a normal way only, and we know that a 3-bit sequence is what we have taken for representing this H2O, which is 0 0 0. So if you go back and see the diagram which I have shown you earlier, see here we have taken 3-bit sequences for H I J K L M N, and 111 is O. So therefore that is what I am writing here. So 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 0 1 1 1 0 0 1 0 1 1 1 0 1 1 1. Okay, now for the next state, when we write at x equals 0, see what for when x equals 0, when x equals 0, H is going to which state? See, whenever we have 0 here, each state is going back to A. Okay, each state is going back to A. See, only these two conditions we saw, only in these two conditions we saw there was no carry. Whereas in I also we saw there was no carry. I is what? 0 0 x. See, 0 0 x. I also we saw that there was no carry. Okay, where we got I as 0 comma 0 and 1 comma 1. I and then H and then J and then K and also L. Okay, you see H I J K L, MNO is different. Where H I J K L are all same. H I J K L are all same. The reason is you have 0 0 x, L also have you have 0 0 x, and J also you have 0 0 x, and I also have 0 0 x, K also has 0 0 x. Okay, whereas remaining M, N and O are all same. Reason is you have O which is 10 x. See, O which you have 10 x. Similarly, N you have 10 x. M also you have 10 x at the end. Okay, so therefore MNO is equal, HIJKL is equal. So at T3, what I do is T3, I will not write H, I, J, K, L, all three, I will only represent H. Sorry, I have erased M also. I will only represent H. And similarly, I will not represent M, N, O, I will only represent one single state M. Okay. The reason is, anyway, this inputs, let me keep it as it is. Means I need not to have this input, because while writing the K map or anything, we again convert this table into next table. Okay. So we don't consider this present state input, whatever we have. This input we have taken only by the state diagram which we have. Our next diagram or next table will always have the present state and next state and present output. That is what we need. This bit sequences we can omit it in the next table. We don't consider it. Now I hope you should understand how I wrote H and M, only H and M. So at the final end, you see H is H, I, J, K, L all are equal, whereas M and O are all same. Okay. At H,
Sir?
yeah, tell me.
Sir, I understood how HIJK has been represented by H, but like why, sir?
Because
Like what's
at the end you see it is going back to state A, no? When it is going back to state A, all these are giving an equal meaning. H, I, J, K, L all are giving equal meaning. See, the output at H stage is 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1. So you take anywhere in H, I, J, K, L, when it is giving back to A, the output is going same. So it is as good as when you are going back to state A, you can only go either from H or either go for I. You can either take only H or only I or only J or only K or only L. You need not to take all, because all are same here. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Similarly, in MNO, we see the carry is getting generated in MNO condition, MNO states. So therefore, they will not be equal to HIJKL. They three will be equal. Okay. Now, when MNO is being considered, I'll tell you what happens here in the next state when we write. When H is there, when HIJKL is encountered, I'll just write HIJKL is encountered, the present state would be equal to A only, because we don't have next state here, present state or whatever we have. So therefore the present state would be equal to A, the next state would also be equal to A here. Okay, for HIJK, whatever you see, as there is no carry is generated, okay, as there is no carry which is generated, so when I have a present state is H, the next state for 0 and 1 would be equal to A only. That is what I have written here. The next state would be equal to A for x equals 0, A for x equals 1. Reason no carry. So therefore the output would be 0 and 1 which we have got. The output would be 0 and 1. How 0 and 1? You see, 0 and 1 is the input, 0 and 1 is the output. Okay. The next state for the present state H for this two will be A only, because there is no carry. So for all this HIJKL, the next state would remain as A only for both inputs x equals 0 and x equals 1. The reason of no carry is generated here. So both are no carry condition only. Whereas MNO, when you take MNO, at x equals 0, it can be next state is A, right? If you see there, when x equals 0 for MNO, see M, N and O, if x equals 0, for example, all three are 1, 0, x only. If x equals 0, there is no carry. Therefore, there is no carry for x equals 0. Only for 1 there is a carry. So when carry generates, it cannot go back to A state. But when it is no carry, then only it can go back to state A. Therefore, Therefore, for M, NO, when no carry means it is input x equals 0, it remains to be in state A. Whereas when carry generates when x equals 1, we don't know which state it goes, so we'll write dash. Is this step is clear why we wrote dash? Is that clear? Okay. So if there is no carry, see through that it goes back to state A for both the inputs 0 and 1. If there is a carry, then we don't know for which state it goes when carry generates, so we normally consider that as dash, and this dash becomes don't care in our K-map. In the next stage we'll see that. So therefore, when I had x equals 0, and what would be the output for all three that I have got for all three MNO, when x was 0 for all three MNO, we got the output as 1. Okay, we got the output as 1. So we got the output as 1. Therefore, this we don't know. We will assume this we don't know, because as we don't know for which next state it is going, we also don't consider the output. We also consider output to be unknown. So this is the table that we need to write the next table, which is the transition table. The table which we have written now is state table. The next table what we write would be the transition table. So state diagram and state table is understood? Anywhere any doubt, students, in state diagram and state table? So transition table, yeah, tell me.
Sir, dash, sir.
Yeah, that is what I told you, no? See, we are writing next state for when input is 0, right? And input is 1. When I have input 0, it means at these two stages H and M, with HIJKL and MNO, the next state would remain as state A, because we don't have any other state to go after T3. Where when x equals 1, when I took HIJKL in the state diagram, I saw that there is no carry even when x equals 1, therefore it remains to be in the same state A. But when I take MNO, at that MNO, when input was 1, we saw that the carry generates. So when carry generates, we don't know for which state this MNO will go. Okay, when carry generates, we don't know for which state this MNO will go. Therefore, I will say I don't know. Unknown means it is dash. Means it will not go back to A state when carry generates. So similarly, when x equals 0, as it remained to be in state A, we will consider the output whatever we have written in the state diagram. But when x equals 1, for HIJKL, when x equals 1 was no carry, so we consider that output. But when MNO is been considered, in the state diagram at x equals 1, we saw it generates the carry, therefore we don't consider the output here. Now what is that generating carry and not generating carry? You go back to the diagram, you will come to know. See here, at O it is 10x, at M also it is 10x, at N also it is 10x. Now if x equals 0, 1 plus 0 plus 0 is 1. So there is no carry, right? Now if I take x equals 1, 1 plus 0 plus 1, 0 is the output, but carry is 1. So this is carry, where this is no carry. So therefore, this will go back to state A, but this we don't know where for which state it goes. For that reason, at x equals 1, we have written this dash. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now, I think once you understood the state diagram and state table, The transition table is very simple, so we'll write time, then we'll go with present state, then we'll go with the next state. So for present state, we'll represent the Q1, Q2, Q3, what is the bit sequences that we have. For the next state, we will take normally Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3 plus what we have, and that will be there for two different inputs when x equals 0 and x equals 1, and z is the output when x equals 0 and x equals 1. Okay, now at t0, present state is A, therefore Q1, Q2, Q3 is 0, 0, 0, all zeros, right? At x equals 0, so in the previous table, if you see, for A, the next state is what? For A, the next state is B and C, therefore B is 0, 1, 0, C is 0, 1, 1. Okay, then ಸರ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ ಸರ್. ಹಾಂ ಸರ್, ಹಾಂ ಆಯಿತು ಸರ್, ಓಕೆ. ಓಕೆ, so when x equals 0, I got 1 and 0. Coming to t1, B and C is the present state, so I'll say 0, 1, 0 and 0, 1, 1 is B and C. So here you might ask me like how you took B and C as 0, 1, 0 and 0, 1, 1. Just to make the simplicity of further simplification, we will assume B, C, D, E and all in a normal way only. Okay, so I'll be considering B and C as 0, 1, 0 and 0, 1, 1. Okay, so in that way we can simplify it in a proper way. Okay, so I'll just write it here. I'll consider A as 0, 0, 0, B as 0, 1, 0, C as 0, 1, 1, D as 1, 0, 1, E as 1, 0, 0, H as, so all are capital which I have taken. So this is assumed to be simplification would be easier, that is what. D as 1, 0, 1, then I'll say H as D is 1, 0, A, B 0, 1, 0, C is 0, 1, 1, D is 1, 0, 1, E is 1, 0, 0, H is 1, 1, 1 and M would be 1, 1, 0. Okay, so A, B, C, D, E, H, M, which we have in the the state table, we'll take this, we'll assume these values for these alphabets now. Okay, so therefore when B is 0, 1, 0, B and C, the next state is what in the earlier table? See, when B and C there, we have D, F and EG, right? D, F and EG. So D F and EG. So we'll go back and see in the state table. Further we can try to do something else with this table now. So D, F, E and G. See, this is 10x, this is 10x, right? And also F is 10x. See, F also it is 10x, E also 10x, G also 10x. Therefore, E will be equal to F will be equal to G. Okay, E, F and G will be equal. Okay, E, F and G will be equal. So I think three conditions you need to write here. Here H, I, J, K, L are equal, M, N, O are equal, E, F, G are equal. Have you understood how E, F, G are equal? All three, if you see, will generate the same input, means same output for the input that we consider. That is the reason in state diagram, if you see here, for F it is 10x, for E it is 10x, for G it is 10x, only D it is 00x. Therefore, you assume x to be 0 or 1 for all these three, you will be getting the same input and outputs, whatever you will get from E, F, G. Therefore, I can equate F, E, G in the table. So, if that is the case, then this F and G, whatever I have, can be written as E and G. So, I will just say E. Okay. Then this LMNO, L is what? H only. So at T2, you see that H will be equal to H, H will be equal to H, I will be equal to, so what was that we had earlier? Okay, Hij, right? H will be equal to H, H will be, Ijk is again H, so therefore I can say this Ijk as H, H, okay. Then L is again H, therefore I can say it is H, okay. And MNO can be considered as all M, because all three are equal. So I say M. So in this three, if you see, HM, 10, 10, 10. Now EFG is also, all three are equal. Therefore, I can say this is only E. Okay. All three are E. So all three are equal. So therefore, this states whatever I have written can be converted into a single state, E to H and M. So I will be ending up in getting a single state H and M, E to H M 10. So I don't need all different states there. At T2 we will have only two states, D to H, and at x equals 1 it is H, E to H and M, what we get. Therefore, when I write the transition table here, at T1 it is okay. At T2 when I write, so now at T1 if you see we have changed at T1 there. So T1 is what? D to E and E to E, right? D to E and E to E. Therefore B C was the present state, D and E was x equals 0 and x equals 1, E and D for x equals 0 and x equals 1. Therefore B becomes D and D, C becomes E and D. So B becomes D, D is 101, E is 100, C becomes E and D, 100, 100. Output is 1001. 10 and 01. Coming to T2 state, as we see only two different states we have, one is D and the other one is E. So D can be written as 1, D is 101, E is 100. For D and E, you saw that by equating the terms, for D and E what we got? H, 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 M, which is 0, 1, 1, 0. Okay. So therefore, so I'll just write here. I think you will come to know this is B, this is C. So for B and C we got D, E, E and E. Whereas for D and E we get H, H and then H and M. So H is what? H is 111. So 111, 111, 111 and M is 110. Whereas the output is what? At T2 we see at x equals 0 the output is 0, 1 and 1, 0. Finally, at T3 we saw H and M are the two states. If you see in the table, at T3 see H and M are the two states where A and A. So therefore A, H and M is what? Again H is 111, M is 110. So 111, M is 110. A is what? All zeros. Therefore you get A, and this is A and this is we don't know dash. Therefore A is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So the output is 0, 1 for this and for this is 1 dash. This is the final transition table for BCD to XSR. Any doubt till here, students? Any doubt? Anywhere you couldn't understood? Okay. So the next table would be, now I am designing the sequential circuit for BCD to XS3 using which flip-flop? Using, if I ask you to design using JK flip-flop. Design this using JK flip-flop. Using JK flip-flop. Okay. For that what we need to do, we need to have only the present state and the next state in this particular table for writing the JK flip-flop table now. So the present state is Q1, Q2, Q3. The next state is Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3 plus. Therefore that is what I write. So present state, next state when x equals 0, x equals 1 and the flip-flop outputs when x equals 0 and x equals 1. Finally output z. So the present state would be q1, q2, q3. Here the next state would be equal to q1 plus q2 plus q3 plus when x equals 0. Again q1 plus q2 plus q3 plus when x equals 1. Similarly, when x equals 0, we see J1, K1, J2, K2, J3, K3. Similarly, when x equals 1, you will see J1, K1, J2, K2, J3, K3. Output z when x equals 0 and when x equals 1. Okay, so present state is what? q1, q2, q3. So write this 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0 and so on. So write that bit sequences here. So the present state would be 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1 and 1, 1, 0. So now the next state would be two different binary values that you get for q1 plus q2 plus q3 plus when x equals 0. So when x equals 0, this is the bit sequence. When x equals 1, this is the bit sequence. Therefore, that is what you write here. So when x equals 0, it is 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, then 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 again, 0, 0, then 0, 0. So when x equals 1, you write the next bit sequences, this one. So it is 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, and we don't know this, so it is we normally write this as don't care. So we'll also write the output for x equals 0 and x equals 1 directly. So it is for output, this is what? 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1 for x equals 0. Therefore output is 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, and here it is 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1 dash. Okay, so this is the table. Now what should we do? What is the next step? Can anyone tell me? What is the next step? Can anyone tell me what is the next step?
K-map, sir.
Before K-map, what should we do? What is the something is blank in the table? What is that?
JK values.
So what we should do?
Excitation table.
So we will use excitation table to enter this JK values now. Okay, by looking into Q1 and Q1 plus for x equals 0, what is JK? Q1 and this Q1 plus for x equals 1, what is J1 K1? Similarly for J2 K2, present state is Q2, next state is Q2 plus for x equals 0. You write J2 K2. Present state is Q2, next state is Q2 plus for x equals 1, you write J2 K2. So that we'll try to do it in the next class. In the next class we'll see how to write these JK values, and then we'll see how to write the K map, and after getting the expression using the K map, we'll see how to write the final sequential circuit diagram for BCD to XS3. So till here, is there any doubt for you? Is it all clear to you people? By the transition table which we have derived earlier, and now we need to apply this particular present state and next state details to get the JK output by looking into the excitation table of the JK flip-flop. Okay, so therefore when 0 0 is there, when 0 0 is there, JK will become 0x. Now you need to see Q1 and Q1 plus to write for J1 and K1. Okay, and that should be at x equals 0. So similarly 0 1 will give you 1x, and again 0 1 1x, you have 1 1. So for 1 0 it is x1, for 1 1 it is x0. Therefore for 1 1 it is x0, again 1 1 x0, 1 0 x1, 1 0 again x1. Okay, so this is what for J1 and K1 that we have got. Coming to J2 and K2, for that you need to see Q2 and Q2 plus of x equals 0. 0 1, so 0 1 is 1x, 0 0 0x, sorry 0 1 1 0 it is. So 1 0 1 0 it is x1, 1 0 x1, 0 1 1x, 0 1 1x, 1 0 x1, 1 0 x1. For J3 K3 you need to look into Q3 and Q3 plus. Okay, Q3 and Q3 plus. 0 0 0x, 1 0 x1, 1 sorry 0 0 0 1, I am sorry, 0 1 is what? 0 1 is 1x, 1 0 x1, 1 1 x0, 0 1 1x, 1 0 x1, 0 0 0x. Okay, so this is J1 K1, J2 K2, J3 K3. Coming to at x equals 1, we need to see at x equals 1 for this. So 0 0 0x, 0 1 1x, 0 1 1x. So you keep on writing for finding out all these JKs actually. So you get 0x 1x 1x, then x0, then x0, x1, and then xx. Okay, why xx? Because we have don't care here for this. Therefore for that all J1 K1, J2 K2, J3 K3, all three will be xx. So this is 1x, x1, x1, 1x, 1x, x1. Then I'll get 1x, 0x, x1, x0, 0x, x1. So now this table is completed by looking into the excitation or table of JK flip-flop. We wrote this particular flip-flop table, okay, in terms of flip-flop output. Now we need to write the K-map for each JK. So we need to write for J1, K1, J2, K2, J3, K3. Okay, so for all this, you need to write the K-map simplification for all this particular JK that you have got. Okay, so that now the input would be what? Input would be Q1, Q2, Q3, present states and the input X. Okay, so therefore you will be getting a 4 variable K-map. You will be getting a 4 variable K-map. So let me write for J1. So this is for J1 which we are writing. So here this is Q1, Q2, Q3 and X. Zero one zero 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 one 1 1 1 0 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0. Now if you look into the table, for J1, this would be the entry of J1 K1 for X equals 0. This would be the entry for J1 K1 when X equals 1. Now you need to mix this both to enter the entries in the K-map. So for 0 0 0 X equals 0, J1 is 0. In that way you should keep on entering. For 0 0 0 X is 0, J1 is 0. Similarly, for 0 1 0 X equals 0, J1 is 1. See, Q1 Q2 Q3 0 1 0, X is equal to 0. This is X equal to 0 table. So for 0 1 0 0, J1 is 1. Therefore for 0 1 1 0, J1 is 1. So in similar way you should look into the Q1 Q2 Q3 and X equals 0. You keep on entering the contents in the K-map. So you get 0 0 XX 1 1 1 1, and you get all these are don't cares. So be careful in entering this data by looking into the table. I have written directly by looking into the book, but you people should look into the table and write the bit by bit data. Okay, so for X equals 0, now Q1 Q2 Q3 0 0 0 0, J1 is 0. 0 1 0 0, J1 is 1. 0 1 1 0, J1 is 1. 1 0 1 0, J1 is X. 1 0 0 0, J1 is X. 1 1 1 0, J1 is X. 1100, J1 is X. In that way you should enter all the data. Now 0 0 0 when X equals 1, J1 is 0. 0 1 0 X equals 1, so 0 1 0 1, J1 is 1. Okay, so in that way if you keep on writing the entry in the table, this is what we get. This is the K-map that we get. Now when I group the content, I will group this all 8 bits. I will group all 8 bits, right? So therefore J1 would be equal to, when I group all 4, all Q3X will go off. I will be left out with Q2 only. J1 is Q2. Similarly, if I write K-map for K1, okay, so for K1 we see these entries will be, by looking into the table, if you enter this is the entry that you get by looking into the table. Like how you looked into J1, now you should look into K1 when X equals 0 and K1 when X equals 1, and you put the entry into the K-map. Now when I group it, this 4 will be, this 8 bit will be grouped. So therefore you will end up in getting K1 equals again Q2 only. K1 is also equal to Q2. Now coming to J2 and K2. So what is J2? Again write the K-map. Okay, so Q1 Q2 Q3X 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0. So if I look into the table and if I enter for J2, I will be getting 1 1 X X. All these are don't care. This is also don't care, and then all these are 1. So therefore here I will be grouping all, because see no zeros here, so I can group the entire table. So when I group the entire table, I will end up in getting J2 to be equal to 1. I will get J2 to be equal to 1. Now I will write the K-map for K2. What is K2? So if I start entering the data for K2, all these are don't care, and then 1 1 1 1 then 1x11, then xxxx. Again for K2 also you see all will be grouped. Therefore K2 will also be equal to 1. Now finally the other two K maps for J3 and K3 by looking into the table. So if I look into the table now, J3 is now will be equal to what? So this is 0, 1, x, x, 1, 0, x, x, 0, triple x, and 1, 0, x, x. So if I try to group this particular table now, I will be able to group these two separately. Now if you see here, these two can be grouped and these two can be grouped. So J3 will be now equal to these two. When I grouped, I got Q1 bar, Q2 bar, and Q3 will be eliminated, so I'll get x plus these two. When I have grouped, I got Q1 bar, Q2, x bar, Q3 will again be eliminated, plus these two. When I have grouped, I got Q1, Q2 bar, and again x bar. So this is the expression for J3. Now finally for K3, Q1, Q2, Q3 into x. One second. So for this is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. So therefore, if you enter the details by looking into the table, I will be getting x, 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 1, 1, then x, x, 1, 1, then x, x, 0, 0. So this is what you get. Therefore, I can group all these 8 bits together. So therefore, I will end up in getting K3 to be equal to again Q2. So now we are left out with writing the K-map for the output Z. So Z is what we need to know. So for that also we write the K-map. So Q3, Q1, Q2, Q3 and X 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. Now if you go back and look into the table, that we have wrote for output. When you are writing, you need to look again q1, q2, q3, x equals 0. Therefore 0 0 0 0, the output is 1. 0 1 0 0, the output is 1. 0 1 1 0, the output is 0, and so on. In that way you have to look into, and this dash what we have written becomes don't care. So therefore if I write for the output, I will be getting 10 xx 1010 1x 10 and 1010. So this is what we now, I mean, let me tell you, we put don't care for even the entries which are not there in the table. Okay, there might be some input conditions where the table will not have that condition. Okay, see, we do have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, which is 7, and by having x equals 1 and x equals 0. Okay, so 14 conditions will be there, because 7 with x equals 1 and 0, so 7 into 2, 14 conditions will be there. 15th condition, I think it will become always don't care, because that is not there. I think all 1, no, all 1 is also there. 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 1, so I think one of the condition, I think it is not there. Oh, which one is that? 0 0 1 1 is there. Yeah, 0 0 1 1 is not there. I think 0 0 1 1 is not there. That is the reason why we have put the don't care for that. I think 0 0 1 0 is also not there. Yes, from 0 0 till 1 1 1 1 we need to have 16 conditions, but in the table we have 7 q1 q2 q3 entries, and then x equals 0 and x equals 1. So 7 into these two conditions, so 14 conditions you get. The last two conditions would be this 00 11 and 0010, which becomes don't care in all the tables, because that two entries is not there in the table that we have written. Okay, now if I group this, this is one group, and then this is another group. Therefore Z will be equal to q3 bar x bar plus q3 bar x bar plus q3x. So I can easily say it is q3 x nor x, or q3 x or x the whole bar is what Z we get. We are done with all the expressions now. Our last thing is to write the logic diagram. What would be the logic diagram for this particular sequential circuit BCD to XS3? So the logic diagram is, we have J1 K1, J2 K2, J3 K3. Therefore we need 3 flip-flops of JK. 1, 2 and 3 JK flip-flops. So here input, output, input, output, input, output, clock pulse. It is a synchronous which I am connecting, so I will give common clock pulse to all. Okay, so this would be JK. So this would be J1 K1, J2 K2, J3 K3. So J1 and K1 is Q2, which we have got in the expression. Therefore, I will short both. So this is Q2. Then J2 K2 I got 1, so I will short this both. I will connect to 1. Then I got J3 K3. So J3 I got 3 expressions, 3 AND gates, and I need 1 OR gate. Output of OR gate. Now what is the input for this AND gates that we have? So if you go back and look into J3 expression, what is that? Q1 bar Q2 bar X, Q1 bar Q2 bar X plus Q1 bar Q2 X bar plus Q1 Q2 bar X bar. Therefore, I need 3 input AND gate for all. So it is Q1 bar Q2 bar X, Q1 bar Q2 bar X, Q1 bar Q2 X bar, X bar, then Q1 Q2 bar X bar, Q1 Q2 bar X bar. Then K2 K3 is Q2, K3 is Q2. So this is Q2, Q1, Q3. This is clock pulse. Therefore, this is the sequential circuit that we have got for BCD to XS3 code.